your name whispered on the wind. No one thinking about you and the times that have been.
Hey gang, how you doing? Well, I decided I'd finally get out here and make another video and say hello. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. It's been rough. Haven't worked a job in almost 3 years now. Um, been feeling pretty rough. The illness is really taking a toll on me. Um, it's been a life-changing event. I've had to deal with a lot of emotional crap and just I miss being able to work. I miss seeing my friends at work. I miss seeing the customers I dealt with that I got to be friends with. It's been hard. Um, but most of all, I think I miss doing the music. My illness gives me brain fog, which best way to describe it where you might be understanding is being really drunk and trying to do homework. All right, it's you can't focus, you can't think. Trying to get the music to lay out perfectly, putting your fills, make things just sound right. There's a lot to it actually, and it takes a while. And not to mention, I'm such a perfectionist. And there's been many times that I've been in the middle of writing something and decided to record it, and going there to record it, and halfway in the middle, my brain just gets so foggy I can't focus, and I lose track, and it becomes a hassle, and I get upset. But I will persevere. I will make it. It's hard. I can't stay up very long. As far as sitting up or standing, walking around is a chore sometimes. It's just impossible. Um, and that worries me if I ever wanted to get out and really, perform anywhere. I just about have to do it sitting down and dead still. I wouldn't be much of a showman, but I would perform my songs. Um, and that's sad. It kind of saddens me to think about that. But all else fails, even if I don't get out there to see everybody, it's I plan on doing music till dying day. I'm gonna be that old guy on the front porch with his guitar and a notebook, writing down lyrics and going inside or putting it down in whatever format it may be. MP3s, videos, holograms in the future. Who knows what we're going to come up with. Um, but it's been kind of hard getting and dealing with everything. But I'll make it. I'll be all right. And given time, things will work out. And I'm positive. I just need to get on disability, and I'm having to fight that fight. And seeing how my disease, there's no basic way to diagnose it as far as test wise. There's no test for it because it's basically dizziness. And how do you log dizziness? How do you put it on paper? So it's a hard fight in the courts because they want solid proof. So I got another test I got to go for in Little Rock sometime, and hopefully it'll yield some results that I can use. It'll help me. I really don't know at this point, but you do what you can. But enough about that. It's been some adjustments, but hey, I'm doing all right. I'm still doing music at whatever capacity I can. At this point, it's just coming up with tunes and trying to get that down. Lyrics, I'm jotting down. I got a piece of paper with stuff all over it. Um, it's, you know, at the video, or but my voice recorder with singing parts that I just come up with that sound really cool, you know. And I may end up using it. I may end up writing a song later that I can't get to come together, and I go back through all these bits and pieces and find something to make it just kind of smooth over and work. Don't know how long it's going to be before I get back in the studio. Uh, it's been really rough here lately. Winter is one of my worst time of year because the barometric pressure goes up and down, and it actually affects my dizzy spells. Because as it gets colder, the pressure decreases, which changes everything, and it sends me on a landslide that way. And then when it gets warmer, it increases the pressure. So in my ears, the pressure that the central nervous system has, like little parts in it that fill with liquid, and as they warm up, they expand. And so I go the other way, and oh my gosh, if I could just have a day that I'm not dizzy. But I promised the video that I could, get out here and say hello. So hi. But that's what's going on with me medically. It's rough right now, and I'm having trouble financially. I'm barely hanging on to this place, and I'm doing what I can. But yeah, I'm here. I'm staying in decent spirits, despite everything that would probably put somebody in the nut house at this point. I'm actually holding together pretty good. Not that I have a choice, but being a single dad, I still have to keep up with my son and take care of him and find a way to get him here, there, and otherwhere. Doctors forbidden me from driving, so I'm not supposed to drive at all. So it's been rough, and I miss everybody dearly. I miss everybody at my job. I miss everybody that I hung out with, all my friends that I lost contact with over the years. Um, what do you do? I'm just gonna focus on being me, doing what I do. I'm gonna work on music every little bit I can, whenever I can, and just gonna take it from there. Um, as you saw at the beginning of this clip, most of y'all know, but for those that don't, those pages in the intro were basically pages you can contact me on. The new MySpace, I just recently got back on. I've had it since it first came out, but I didn't go there very much. Pretty much stayed on Facebook. And then I got a good hookup with ReverbNation.com. Guys, if you have like local bands that you like, you know, around the circuit, that are up and coming, Reverb Nation, a lot of them are out there, and they're on that, and you can listen to the music there free. It doesn't cost anything to get a membership. If you're an artist, it doesn't cost anything to open an account there and put your gang and the whole band, up there. It's really cool. They send a lot of promotions that you can sign up for. They've got the hookup from MGM Studios to, everything. It's mainly a music site, and so they're looking for maybe artists to do backing tracks for movies, or they're opening for concerts for headlining bands. There's magazine reviews and articles that you can sign up to be, interviewed, and basically everybody signs up, and it's a draw of the hat. They see your music. It's a good portfolio of sorts to get your music out there. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Thinking about doing a podcast, and this is kind of the layout that I'm doing here. As you can see, I've kind of got my Reverb Nation page up, and it's pretty cool. It gives me my ranking. It shows you my songs, my my profile image that I got up there, which yeah, it's not current, but yeah, we'll update it. But that's been the face of the Rainmaker project that I've used forever. And it's a 2 3 years old, but and I do have on my MySpace page. I do have it up with the one that's more recent, and y'all may have actually seen it. And let me see if I can get here to it. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and that's me with my long hair. I just recently cut my long hair, and I know there's some of you out there just cringing because yeah, a lot of people like me in my long hair, and I am going back there. I think I just do not feel comfortable with short hair, and what do you do? Uh, I do my best to try to keep myself sane. So the haircut was just a drastic change, and I just felt like I needed to do something, and it was really short. For those of you that have my personal profile on Facebook, there's some pictures up there with me really short hair, um, and yeah, it was cool. It was nice for a little bit, but not me. And of course, I shave my goatee off, and that comes and goes as time goes by. The goatee makes me look a lot older, but I got my baby face. But uh, it's fun, and I'll get back to being my long-haired self. I'm sure in due time. So. But anyway, y'all can reach me on those web pages, like I said at the intro. Leave comments, whatever you want to do. Uh, if I end up doing this podcast, I think, I'm not sure. I know I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm not sure where else I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put this video up on MySpace and probably Facebook and probably YouTube, just to get, let everybody know that I'm still around. But I'm just gonna do like occasionally do a podcast with me, giving updates on how I'm doing. A lot of you out there, I've got tons of people that are just like family that are always asking me how you're doing, commenting, sending me Facebook messages and everything. And guys, I'm doing okay. Don't worry. I'm getting by. Like I said, I'm still hanging on to this place with the skin of my teeth, but hopefully things will work out. And I don't know how to prove that I am so bad to the government, but I'll find a way. And I wish I could work, because I would definitely make a lot more money, because it's not going to be anything like what I was making. And so for those of you who don't know, I'm not at Walmart anymore, but I lost my job due to this because I couldn't make it back in. Now they were really good to me, guys. I'm not gonna badmouth Walmart, because it's just like any other place. No matter where you work, there's bad times and there's things that happen that make you angry and people just being stupid. But for the most part, growing up as a single dad and musician, they've actually worked with me scheduling and taking time off of my son, and and there's been a lot of days that I have taken off, and they let me. Um, and it's been a couple of close calls where they threw a fit, but they never got rid of me. Of course, I brought in a lot of money, so but yeah, I miss it. I miss my friends. Like I said, I miss getting out. I'm stuck here. I can't drive. And most of the time I don't feel like driving. From those days, if I would get behind the wheel and try to drive, it could end badly. And when those days happen, I am definitely not going to even try. Um, on rare occasion, if I have to, I will drive. Say if I'm out of cigarettes and there's nobody to get cigarettes for me, or I just have no way to get a hold of what I need, grocery wise or whatever. Yeah, I may jot down the road a little bit. It has to be really close because I'm not going to push my luck. Because, like I said, your judgment's off a little bit, and you feel that. I know I'm pretty sharp with it, but you know, for right now, I'm just taking it easy and being careful, and I'm not going to get out. If I'm severely dizzy, I'm definitely not getting out if I'm crawling to the bathroom. And dizzy spells do get that bad. And I'm going 800 plus days straight, waking up dizzy, and even doing this video, and I'm animated, so I move my head around, so I'm getting dizzier the more I do this. But I'll lay down after I get done here, guys. Don't worry about me. But life's going on. I'm pretty much happy. I have some loneliness issues that happen every once in a while. I'm single, and it's kind of hard to go out and meet people when you can't leave your house. but my world is unfortunately through the internet. I'm out on the internet and living. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm in bed most of the time, but for the most part, I'm getting fat and sassy, and especially after Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, how much did you eat? I don't even want to say how much I ate. Ugh, I'm still fat feeling. I mean, I'm stuffed. But yeah, I could ramble on and on, guys, because it's just nice to talk. I mean, I know y'all aren't talking back, but it's nice just to have somebody to talk at. Um, 'Cause like I said, it gets lonely around here. I don't have very many people that even come by, ever. And I'm out here in the middle of the country, and I did that on purpose because I could get loud with my music and record. So I stayed on a place where I grew up out in the middle of nowhere, and in Arkansas, and um, but I do have a lot of ideas. A lot of things I wrote down. I actually wrote a country song. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I may record it. But there's a lot of ideas going on, and a lot of people say a good artist can write anything, and I guess we'll find out because I'm probably going to try doing the country thing a little bit there too. So, being alternative, I can go anywhere. I try to be alternative rock mainly, uh, but yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to have fun, and I will fight against this disease. And things are hard, but I'm going to keep going. Y'all know how stubborn I can be, but it's nice to hear from you guys. Get on my web pages. Go to reverbnation.com / Rob Delius Rainmaker and join that. It's free, and I could use the fans on there too. I'm at 200 right now, but the more the merrier. I'd love to have a bunch of people on board on that. I'm a number one in this area for alternative rock, and I've stayed number one for the past 2 years for the most part. Sometimes I've dropped down to three, but I'm always back up again. And a lot of that's for you guys. I have great fans, great friends that keep up with me, and a lot of them still push me to say, "Hey, when are you going to start putting some more music out?" And people getting excited because I've been talking about I'm going to be working on music. Well, I never stopped, guys, but it's a lot harder now. It's completely uphill. It's the base, and it's a big boulder. It's a big bar to try to get up to, but I'm going to keep on going. The one thing I got. It's one thing I've always had, and I'll try to work around this brain fog and feeling bad, and hopefully get some music out soon. I'm not going to promise anything at this point, but I'm wanting to get some new songs out. And like I said, I got piece of paper with stuff on it everywhere, files on this computer in front of me of stuff I've written lyrically, and I just got to figure out how to do it musically. And it's nice to have the studio so I can go in and do whatever I want. But yeah, so I'm doing okay, guys. but by all means, just take over and check me out on MySpace or maybe even Facebook. And of course, like I said before, the Reverb Nation. And you'll you can rewind to the front to and pause it to actually get the addresses. If it, I tried to stay on there long enough where y'all could read them, and I think I did. But if in the case not, that's fine. I'll go ahead and run it again at the closing here. But yeah, guys, it's great having you on board. Hang in there, stay with me, and I'm gonna be working on me some music, and I'm really glad that y'all are still with me after all these years, and I thank all the new fans because I have a ton of new fans, and I actually have some in the UK. Hey guys, um, all around. I've got all the United States. Most of the states has at least one, actually more per state, that have been actually signing in and following me on the different things. Uh, I am on Twitter, but I don't have a banned Twitter yet. I may work on doing that. In the meantime, I'm thinking about doing this podcast thing and getting out there and talking from time to time. And when I get bored and I'm feeling up to it, I'll crawl over here in the chair and jack my jaws, what I do best. But it's going to be me talking about probably my music, maybe talking about what happened from in the beginning, up to now, this roller coaster ride of that is the music industry that most of us probably can relate to that have ventured into the music, and I never quit it, and I never will. I have a passion for it, a love for it, and I may not be able to do it right now, but I'm still doing what I can. I did do an article on Reverb Nation, and or was it Facebook? I think it was actually Facebook. Um, no, it was Reverb Nation. But it's about basically having writer's block. Guys, if for those of you that are musicians or even writers, they we all have times where it's hard to write, but just don't stop. I mean, do what you can. Like I said, I may have just a line of lyric that just hits me and suits me. It sounds good. I write it down. It may just be one lyric, one lick. Not a whole song, but a piece. Do that. Keep it the wheels turning as much as you can. Don't just stop altogether because it's going to be 10 times harder when you try to start back up, and it's almost going to be having maybe a forceful thing. You have to force yourself to get back into it. And I did that for a while, and I'm halfway blocked, but a lot of it's just my illness now at this point. But I've gained ground. Before I couldn't even think of how I want to do it or anything, and I just put it down. Pick it up 5 minutes, put it down. I didn't accomplish anything. And it's been through this illness. Like I said, it's been life changing. So it's been hard to deal with. It's like I said, a lot of emotional factors and stuff. But I'm learning as I go, and I will win. I'm going to keep on going. And you guys are a lot of that. I mean, so many guys, so many people out there that have stayed and listened and followed me and been through my bumps in the road and still and still follow today. And you guys are freaking awesome. You guys are the one thing that actually helps pump this whole heart of mine, because I know that I still have a fan base out there. And for the new fans, welcome aboard, and I will try to get some new music out, but I have free downloads on this Reverb Nation page, and these are some of my songs. If you like them, download them. They're free. They're free. I don't have a complete album out yet, but these are some of the collection that I've put up. I'm going to be working on an album. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me, given my condition and stuff, but I'm going to do it. So keep checking back, and I will be here. And rock on. Guys, it's been a pleasure. You guys are freaking awesome, like I said, and hang with me, and I'll hang with you, looking forward to hopefully getting some new music, and I pray it's soon. It can't be soon enough. But y'all take care. Have fun. Have a safe holidays coming up. We got Christmas and New Year's. Guys, please be safe. Have somebody be a DD. I've lost too many people in the past, and I say that about every video that I do near the holiday season. People I knew and was close to had died because of drinking and driving, and just be careful. And I'll do my best to get out there and rock you again. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Take care.